Hey everybody, Max here, and yeah, I feel so good. I finally got internet other than my hotspot. For those of you who didn't watch my last video, essentially I moved out of the house that I grew up in finally. I explained my whole living situation there if you're really interested in it. I'm not gonna repeat it just because I just made a whole video on it, so go watch that if you're not up to date with my whole living situation now. But yeah, I'm finally done dealing with this thing right here. If you guys don't know what this is, it's the AT&T mobile hotspot that I've been using for the past year, and before that I used the mobile hotspot on my phone. And so this little device right here was my main source of internet for the past year, ever since I moved out of the apartment that I was living in back in like 2016 to 2017. And before I lived in the apartment, I was literally using my phone because I was living at that same house. And Jesus, am I so glad to be done with this thing. The speeds on this guy were faster than what they were on my phone. I think on my phone, I was literally getting like 1 upload, 1 download, something like that. It was horrible. This thing was something like a 20 download and a like 3 upload. So it was just good enough to stream in 720p 30 FPS, which is what I was always doing back at that other house. And as you guys could tell by the beginning of this video, I finally got god tier internet, and we're just gonna hop into some Iron Banner. But yeah, so basically as soon as I moved into this place, like on the second day, as soon as I had my bed and setup all set up, I called up Xfinity and was like, hey, I want to reactivate my account because this is the same account that I used back when I lived in my apartment. Unfortunately, because of where I lived, the house in the past year and the house I grew up in, no internet provider including Xfinity was available in that area, just because they don't provide service out there. And so I was never able to move my service from my apartment back into that house. So I reactivated my same account, said I wanted to set up new service out here, and they were like, okay, can we get you set up with the standard plan? I was like, what are those speeds? And she said something like 5 upload, 20 download. And I was like, no, that's literally like what my hotspot was. And I was like, just get me the most expensive thing you have. And so I said, no, I said, just give me the most expensive plan you have, give me the best speeds you have possible in this area. And she said, we actually have 1 gig internet available where you are. And I was just like, give me that, please. I don't care how much it is. The shit that I've been dealing with all my life internet wise, like I want the best possible thing you guys can get me. And it didn't even take that long for them to come out here either. I think within 2 days they had a guy out here who was really cool. I'm gonna tell a pretty cool story about the guys that came out and set up the internet. The guys that actually came out and set up the internet were really cool. It was originally just one guy that came out and set it up, but because the Seattle area has had like a really bad windstorm like the past week or two, like we're just getting really high winds for some reason, he had to stand on a ladder to set up the internet, right? And so he actually said that he was gonna go down the street and help out someone else that was in the area, one of his coworkers, and then they were both gonna come back because he had to be on the roof and everything with a ladder, or not on the roof, but on the side of the house up a ways. So he was gonna go help out his coworker, and then they were gonna both come back just so he could have someone hold the ladder while he went up there. Holy. I'm a little angry. New internet doesn't help the fact that I'm shit. But after these 2 dudes were done like drilling a hole in the wall and getting the router and everything set up essentially, seriously, that's the most panic super I've ever seen in my entire life. But after the guys got the internet set up and everything, they actually told me like the ins and out of Xfinity, which was really cool. They essentially told me basically like what plan I should get, that like the gigabyte plan really isn't worth it, especially if I'm the only person that's going to be using it. I'm contracted in now, so it's too late, but they said like in the future, it was such an impulse buy for me too. Like, you guys know I've been dealing with the hotspot for so long, I was instantly just like, give me the most expensive thing you have. I don't care how much it is. But they said the gigabyte plan, especially if I'm the only person that's going to be using it, even if I'm gaming a lot, because they were both gamers themselves, they complimented my setup and everything and said they both used to stream and stuff back in the day as well. And they said if I went the tier down, which is like $70 a month, right now I'm paying $140 for the gigabyte internet, for half the price I could be getting like just the same effect. They said I'd have a little slower upload. The upload I have right now is 40, which everyone complained about on Twitter when I showed them my speed. Like, I really don't need a crazy amount of internet speed for upload. The download speed is amazing. I could download a movie in like 2 seconds if I wanted to, but upload, the only thing I use upload for is YouTube videos, and then of course streaming as well, duh. But I could upload an hour-long YouTube video in around an hour long with this speed. I mean, the video I uploaded the other day about me moving and everything, that only took a few minutes to upload, and so I really don't need god tier internet for upload speed. This is such a close game. What the hell? No way we actually lost that. Feels bad, man. Oh, oh! Oh! Dude, I've been wanting those for so long. No way I got that. First video I make on the new internet. Holy shit. Oh my god, I've been wanting shards for so long. No fucking way. That wasn't even a daily or a weekly reward either. I literally just got that as a random reward for the game because I did my dailies and weeklies already. No fucking way I just got fucking shards. Let's go. It's got grenade launcher, scavenger, and hand cannon loader. Dude. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Put a super mod on it. I completely forgot what I was talking about. I'm so fucking happy I got shards of Galanor, dude. I've been wanting, if for those of you who aren't like big on Destiny, you don't know what these are, they're basically a really good hunter exotic, and this has been out since Forsaken, so last September. I've been waiting to get these for so fucking long. Like, all my friends have them, all my clanmates have them for whatever reason, and I'm a hunter main. These were like the only hunter exotics I was really missing, and I finally got them. What they do essentially is get super energy for blade barrage hits and kills. Basically, when I use my super now, if I get kills with the super, it basically makes it so I get more super energy for it, so I can just keep stacking super upon super upon super. It's just a really busted exotic for hunters. Okay, what was I talking about? I was saying that the Xfinity guys were basically telling me that I really don't need the gig internet. Like I said, I'm contracted in for the next year, so I can't change it now, but I'm not too worried about it. I know I can afford it and all that. But they said if I'm the only person using the internet, I should really go down to the $70 plan, because they said that they actually know, because they work for Xfinity, that it's actually going to be getting a bumped up speed really soon, but for the same price. So the $70 plan is actually going to go from like 250 megabyte download and a 30 upload, he said. So you're losing 10 upload, he said, but like I said, you really don't need a crazy upload speed. And I quote what he said. He said, unless you're uploading a file the size of Alaska, you really don't need an upload speed higher than that. But yeah, he really recommended the $70 plan over the gigabyte one, especially for gaming. He said you really don't need a speed higher than that, and it's actually getting a bump up sometime within the next year or so. He said the 250 megabyte speed is going to go up to around 500 megabytes or something like that. And I appreciated that they told me that, honestly, because you don't see too many like people that work for Xfinity that are willing to actually tell you what a good deal is for the internet. But yeah, like I said, the guys were gamers too, and like after they set up the internet, we literally sat down here in my room because the router and everything is right there. What the fuck just happened? But the guys also told me that the Xfinity router that they provided was actually like really fucking shit. They said that that router slash modem combo actually like restarts itself and updates pretty frequently. And he said like you could be in the middle of streaming and that thing will shut off and just restart itself to update, which can get really annoying. And so he actually recommended I get my own modem, and he wrote it down for me and everything. And then they also recommended like a really good Google router to get. They're pretty pricey, but he said like if you are going to be gaming and streaming pretty frequently, they're really worth it. So overall, if I didn't want to spend $140 a month on gigabyte speeds, I could be getting really good internet for half the price if I really wanted to. And so I just thought that was really cool. You don't hear too many people that work for companies. Why am I getting... You don't hear of too many people that set up your internet or set up anything for you that work for a company that'll actually do that for you. But yeah, like I said, the guys were gamers. One of them said that back in college, he actually had a fraternity house where they actually had their own CSGO server in. They said they had a whole room and like the server tower and everything wouldn't fit through the doorway house. And so they had to take out a whole window just to fit the server in there. And they had it like in the closet, and that room in the house was like burning hot constantly because of the server. So you could tell these guys were actually like some pretty hardcore gamers. These weren't just your average guys. And one of them was telling me how he like built a whole PC out of like a fish tank and everything. I thought that was really cool. Like they were just really cool dudes to talk to. I wasn't expecting that at all. And then they both said that they were really big fans of Dr. Disrespect. And because I have like a bunch of G Fuel flavors, I actually have Dr. Disrespect's G Fuel flavor, and I asked them if they wanted to try it because neither of them had ever had G Fuel before. And so I got some water bottles and made them both a serving of Dr. Disrespect's G Fuel flavor. And then as they were leaving, they both asked what my Twitch name was. They both followed me on Twitch, and one of them subbed with Twitch Prime. Like that, like how fucking cool is that? I just thought it was just a really cool experience. That's why I wanted to make a video talking about it. Like some of the coolest guys you could ever meet to have set up your internet. I just thought it was a really cool experience. They definitely like made my week. Hell, dude, made my fucking life with setting up that gig internet, honestly. Alrighty guys, well that is gonna have to do it for the video today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Hopefully you enjoyed that little story. I really wanted to share that story just because I thought that those guys that set up the internet, the Xfinity guys, were so fucking cool. But yeah, I appreciate you guys checking out the video. Thank you all so much. I love you all so much. We got Marina Joyce in the house. I should be live streaming a bunch later this week on this god tier internet. We got Life is Strange coming out later this week. I don't think I'm gonna live stream that. I think I'm just gonna put it up on YouTube, but Life is Strange episode 2 comes out on Thursday, so you guys can expect, I think I'm gonna put up the video on Friday, so that's exciting. And then Resident Evil 2, the remake version of Resident Evil 2, comes out on Friday as well, and so I'm going to be live streaming that this weekend. And the Anthem VIP demo, I've got a buddy named Chris. He's one of my mods in chat, Zerpo. He actually offered to give me one of his his VIP codes for the Anthem beta, and so I'm definitely going to be playing the Anthem VIP beta this weekend. I'm really excited for that. I'm going to be live streaming that. Not sure if I'll make a video of it or not, but yeah, we got lots of stuff in store this week, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, again, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video or live stream. But until then, this has been Max. Peace.